You're stranded in the open desert, the sun is cooking you alive, and you have no water. Here's how you survive. First, the mistake that gets people killed. The second they realize they're lost, they start walking to find help. In this heat, walking in the daytime is a death sentence. You'll sweat out water your body can't replace and cook yourself from the inside, so what do you actually do? You stop and you stay with your car. A vehicle is a giant metal signal that search teams can spot from the air, and it gives you shade. Two things your legs can never give you, but sitting right on the sand is another trap. The ground bakes hotter than the air, so you build a raised seat or crouch on your day pack to put space between your skin and that heat. Now, your instinct screams to take your shirt off and cool down. Don't. Bare skin loses water faster and burns raw in minutes. Instead, you cover every inch, because loose clothing traps a layer of cooler air against your body. Here's a rule that saves lives. Ration your sweat, not your water. Sipping tiny amounts to make a bottle last just leaves you dehydrated with a full bottle when they find your body. Drink when you're thirsty and spend the hot hours doing nothing. But what happens when the bottle runs dry? Your first thought is to hunt for water. And this is where the desert really tricks you. Almost every water trick people believe in actually wastes more water than it makes. Take the famous solar still. A hole in the sand covered with plastic to collect water drops. It sounds clever, but digging that hole makes you sweat out way more water than the still ever gives back. It's a trap dressed up as a survival trick. So, where is real water? You read the land instead of digging blindly. Green plants, animal tracks that come together like spokes on a wheel, and low spots between hills all point toward water hiding just under the surface. If you find a dry riverbed, don't dig in the middle. Dig on the outside of the bend, where the water flowed last and stayed longest. That's where you'll hit damp sand fastest. As the sun finally drops, the desert flips on you. Daytime heat that could kill you turns into night cold that can also kill you, sometimes falling below freezing. Now is when you move, and now is when you build. To stay warm, you don't need a big fire. You need to trap the day's heat. You pile sand around yourself and lie against sun-warmed rocks that slowly give back the heat they soaked up all day. While you can still see, you build your signal for rescue. 3 of anything means help. 3 rock piles, 3 fires, or a giant X stamped into the sand where a plane can spot it from above. Your most powerful signal fits in your pocket. A mirror, a phone screen, even a shiny bit of metal can flash sunlight for miles, far farther than your voice or a flag ever could. When darkness comes, fire does double duty. It keeps that killer night cold off your skin, and its light and smoke are one of the easiest things for rescuers to spot in the black desert. One last desert killer catches people off guard. Flash floods. A storm miles away can send a wall of water racing down a dry riverbed, so you never sleep in the low channel you dug water from. Notice the pattern in all of it. The desert rarely kills you directly. Panic and your own gut instincts do the killing, and calm, slow moves are what keep you breathing until help arrives. Do all this, and the desert becomes a place you outlast instead of a place that buries you. So remember, out here the smartest survival move is usually the lazy one. Sit still, cover up, and let the sun do the sweating for once. If you found this helpful, be sure to hit the subscribe button and I'll catch you in the next one.